Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Now, normally this is where I would say in our last video, but unfortunately our last video was, I believe, 2 weeks ago, and I'm really sorry about that. Long story short, things got crazy at work, crazy in personal life, and then on top of that I got sick, and then on top of that I did not have my normal backlog of pre-recorded videos to absorb when things like that happened. So yeah, that's why there hasn't been a new video in a couple weeks, and I'm really sorry about that. But I have reworked my posting schedule, and it doesn't really affect the Outer Worlds too terribly much, except that the videos go up earlier in the day. So every Saturday and Tuesday, the only video I will be posting is the Outer Worlds, and the other 5 days of the week will be The Witcher like normal. So that's my new posting schedule. This will hopefully keep everything a bit more balanced, and if I get sick again or crazy things happen at work or personal life, then I don't miss a day in posting, because I don't like missing a day in posting. I didn't like that feeling when I had to do that. But anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. So in our last video, we made our way up to the Devil's Peak, I believe. Yes, Devil's Peak, and we're looking for the information broker still. I forget what his name is. Have we said his name? I feel like Nyoka's told us his name, but it doesn't matter. So we still need to find him, and we were killing marauders and looting, and I believe we still have a terminal over here to investigate. So let's do that. Okay, UDL. I'd like to remind employees that it is in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate, loss of life. That we're going to die working at their facilities, basically. That's their disclaimer. So Devil's Peak Station, inclement weather warning, regional severe alert next 72 hours, chance of thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms, including lightning strikes, forecast across the mountain region. Okay. So we have messages from V. Ramsey regarding emergency protocols. So as I stated, to iBroker, information broker, I'm guessing, from V. Ramsey. So anyway, as I stated in my prior 4 messages, there is simply no cause for alarm. I swear to you, Hiram, that was his name. The situation is under control. What you call a near emergency, I would call a non-event. Yes, a high energy transmission was used for too lengthy a period of time. And yes, the generators cannot safely support that activity. Yes, and yes, they could have been damaged under load. But the point remains, nothing happened. We caught the issue in time. The engineers were reprimanded. I swear on my mama's grave it will not happen again. Now please cease contacting me for daily updates on the status of the generators. Thank you, Val. Val Ramsey, who's that? Okay, so it's from the information broker. I'm assuming, or I am a voyeur. I'm a voyeur. Haha, I get it now. To J. Ramsey regarding toilets. What in the black hole were you thinking, Val? At some point, space efficiency becomes the inverse to time efficiency, and one negates the other. What I mean is, how am I to do my morning business when the toilets are directly facing the open showers? You might like watching fellows scrub their jigglies while you take a steaming dump, but I don't. See, some people like to have doors on their bathrooms. Sincerely, thanks for the peep show. Not really. That was sarcasm. Theodore. There's too many names. I thought maybe this isn't the information broker, Hiram. This is somebody else. Obviously, his name's Theodore. So regarding the toilets, on the contrary, Theo, not only is it spatially efficient design, but it also encourages simultaneous users to hurry their business. Encourages simultaneous, okay. Don't like it, don't look, or speed it up and move on. After all, the faster you're back to your station, the happier we will all be. Warmest regards, Val. Postscript. You take too many bathroom breaks and you know it. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not the only one who thought like the bathroom situation was a little ridiculous. All right, so where do I actually need to go? I needed to go to, I came up the elevator, I think, at the last video. And we still need to find this guy at the top of Devil's Peak and speak with him. There, he had hired mercenaries, like the C3 mercenary company, and he'll unlock his door after the marauders in the broadcast center have been cleared out. 5 of 7 killed. Well, I saw some red dots around here still, so we need to take care of that. I need to figure out which direction I was going in. So let's go over into this room. I think I looted in here. because there was a body. Oh, terminal. Security status running diagnostic. Atmospheric controls are online. Issue detected with the automechanical controls alerting HQ. So atmospheric controls. All sensors currently indicate a standard level range regarding temperature and chemical composition through the station. Deploy fire suppressants or activate station fire alarm. Okay. And automechanical controls. Awaiting an official response from Byzantium HQ. Well, I feel like that's never going to come. Let's leave this alone for now. I feel like this might maybe drive them out or something, but let's see what I can do first. Because there's a room and stuff over here, but I feel like this must be the way that I came up. Yep, it is. So, what was over here? Clearly I didn't finish looting, but that's okay. So these stairs go up, and there was another doorway over here. It's the exit. Devil's Peak Summit. Okay, we don't need to go there yet. Let's finish exploring inside here first. Okay, so we'll go back the way we were just at. Are there two terminals? No, just the one. Stairs over here. Yes, shh. There's a red triangle. That's what I was trying to say. There's two red triangles.
Go like true professionals.
Yep, like true professionals.
That's the last of them, I think.
Yep, so now Hiram, Mr. Information Broker, well, that's right, I was calling him Broker and he was so pleased about that, will be able to let us in. So if the door behind me, because that's where the little green dot is telling me to go, is where I need to go for him, I wonder where the other one takes me. Like the other door that exits outside. So what was my update? So, it's such a long update. You've cleared out all the marauders in the station's broadcast center and may now speak to the broker in person.
Ah, marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on in.
Okay. Well, let's save. In case I steal something that he doesn't like me stealing. So far, so good. Flamethrower. You have some pretty hefty-duty automechanicals here. I feel like you should be fine, but you also seem a bit paranoid. All right, Hiram Blythe.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
Well, see, I told you I'm looking for a certain information broker. You know why I'm here. Can we continue our conversation from the intercom now? Oh, and Nyoka does need a favor as well. We'll do her favor in a second. Let's just be straight up honest.
Ah, yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly.
Clearly.
Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Careful, I know that line. I use it all the time.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. I was delayed by MSI and the Iconoclasts. The idiots were scrambling all transmissions to override each other's broadcasts. But as you've shut them down, I'm back in business. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Okay, so Phineas doesn't trust many people. How'd he hook up with you? So many updates going on for this quest. So fine, tell me how to fix it. Well, it sounds like if I came here first, he would have sent me to go deal with the Iconoclast at MSI before I could even talk to him. I just did it out of order, as usual. So he doesn't trust me, people. Tell me how to fix it. And I bet I have a whole new checklist of crap to do before it works, right? Probably. Running the station's your job, do it yourself. Well, let's ask about Phineas first.
You make it sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh, apologies. You meant, right. Yes, I braved the wilderness, so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise.
You should. So, tell me how I need to fix your stuff to get the information to Phineas. I think that's where we're going with everything.
It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
That's it? You're not pulling my leg?
Someone has trust issues, though I can't hardly feign surprise. Yes, that is all. No, I am not mocking you. Much. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
I'm starting to see why you don't get much company out here.
Yeah, I got it. We'll do that.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Oh my. Yeah, obviously I will shout if the panel electrocutes me. That's normally what happens. But do you have anything else to say?
Have some information for me?
Well, no. Yeah, you're an info broker. What is that?
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free.
Oh, really?
We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will.
Oh, really? Let's talk about the board. I'm curious about MSI and the Iconoclast. What can you tell me about Phineas? Have you received any broadcasts from Earth? That's enough. Can I do all of these? Let's start with Phineas.
Not much, admittedly.
You must know something about him.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
He's so sarcastic. Okay, so let's talk about the board.
There are so many members. Do specify.
Okay, well, got any compromising information on the chairman?
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared.
Oh.
MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome it back into the fold?
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me.
Huh.
Luckily for you.
I'm curious about MSI and the Iconoclast.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know?
Lots of things. I could use some dirt on Sanjar. Ooh, I'm curious about Graham Bryant's deep, dark secrets.
Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
What's the story between the two of them?
You mean between MSI the Iconoclasts and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch.
No.
Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
Oh, really? So MSI would have to stay behind while the other corporations left?
Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet.
So, is that the reason that Graham set up everyone to be murdered at Amber Heights? Just to take over the planet? And was Sanjar in on it with him? I don't know. Sanjar's... I don't know if I buy that, but... So you're the glue that brought them together is what you're saying?
Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
Yeah. So why did the partnership fall apart?
Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, do we have any dirt on Sanjar? That'd be interesting. I'd be surprised, though.
Sanjar is not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
What do you mean?
I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow
Yes, we did
The
that.
execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night.
Oh. Oh.
Luckily for you, I am a very...
So was Sanjar in on it too, I wonder? Ooh. Have you received any broadcasts from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price.
Apparently I don't. So that's enough. That is enough gossip for now.
How low you seemingly regard my trade.
I mean, let's be honest. So, Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
She's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help. She's trying to track down a lucrative contract. We could give you a cut. Anything you can say to convince him, Nyoka, or I can intimidate him? I'm just gonna persuade like I normally do.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Give my regards to Phineas.
Okay. So Star-Crossed Troopers, we have our update there. So Rebecca and Anders were hired to clear an infestation of an expansion site for Edgewater that Spacer's Choice had abandoned in Emerald Vale. Head there with Nyoka and see if they're still alive. Okay. And then All of these things are finally completed for Radio Free Monarch, but we need to jumpstart the tower. So before we can transmit the data to Phineas, you'll need to give the tower a jumpstart. But let's level up quickly. So let's see, where was I at with everything? So I think I was working, no, hack is there. I think it was on lockpick to get that to 80. Lockpicking speed is increased to be nearly instant. Nice. And then now let's do hack. Oh, I can't do anymore. Well, that's fine. And then perks. Let me sit here for a minute and figure out which one I want to do this time around. So I've gone through it quite a bit, and I'm not sure it's the best perk, but I think I'm going to go with Steady Hand. I thought about Armor Master, but the skill bonus doesn't affect the mods that you add to your gear. It's just what's on the base gear to begin with. So it sounds like I'm wearing this one, which has +7 to two-handed melee, which I totally don't use, which means it would be +14. So that's not really that interesting or useful or helpful. So I think I'm going to go with Steady Hand. I'm not sure it's going to give me what I want, but I think. So it says after killing an enemy, your weapon sway and accuracy penalties while moving are reduced to 0 for a short time. And I do tend to walk and shoot. So that's what I'm thinking here. So minus 100% ranged weapon sway and minus 100% movement penalty to accuracy. So let's try it. I can always reset my perks later. It's not the end of the world. It's still nothing for Ellie and Nyoka, which is... Can I use this one? It looks like I can. Maybe? Nope, I can't. Okay, well, let's investigate what's over here first. There's a terminal and loot.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
I do, and it's really fast now. That's awesome. There's so many mods I need to dump back at my stash box again. Let's see what this terminal is about. Okay, authorized broadcasters select recorded transmissions for a listing of all scheduled incoming and outgoing broadcasts. To go live, please ask your producer to initiate broadcasting. Do not begin broadcasting without the supervision of a senior producer. Thank you, Val. And now a message from our sponsor. Tired of itchy acid burns? Try Auntie Cleo's artisanal boar-scented moisturizing cream. Ugh. Okay, priority transmission logs. The station's primary band is operating with minimal signal interference. No outgoing transmissions remain for broadcast. Personal files. Let's try that. Personal files for Hiram Blythe. So memorandum titled Clear Blue Skies. Mood optimistic? Dare I say the future is looking bright indeed. I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast rooms. Sanjar and Graham are living up to their promises and have not interfered with the initial broadcast. The deal is holding, and I believe I can make a life here. So, second memorandum titled Sneaky Sneaky, Mood Sneaky. Had a near miss the other day, nearly ended up with the board on my trail. We will mark that trail. Yeah, trail. I was going to say, or was it trial? Board on my trail. We'll mark that trail firmly in the future failure category. One must experiment, however. We'll mark that trial? Anyway, it doesn't matter. One must experiment, however, to ascertain the best methods. I have found thus far that the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmission involves duplicating regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information gathering associates know to filter out the sounds in the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data. And the board's authorities are none the wiser. Playing hazard has never been so thrilling, nor high stakes. I read that very poorly. Sorry. So memorandum titled Should Have Known. Mewed Furious. There we go. No, it still wasn't right. So pox it all, those imbecilic children and their hatred of each other, Sanjar and Graham, have oversaturated my key bands. They'll take down each other all right, and me right alongside them. I should never have invited them to play, but what to do about it now? What to do indeed? And I don't think we can begin broadcasting. but let's see what it says. So authorized broadcaster, don't even try to pretend you're unaware that all broadcasting is currently locked down. Please return to milling about the break room and lamenting that internship in corporate arbitration you never finished. Or to override the lock on recording, simply enter your admin username and pissed in the command line, maybe? I don't know. Oh, you can't? Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should have been nicer to Val. Okay. Come on, you two. We're gonna head outside to the Devil's Peak Relay. Now there's gonna be like monsters or marauders or something equally horrible. Very laggy. Really? There's no monsters? Just more loot for me? That's very easy.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? Mm-hmm. We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Yeah, happily, I won't bother you again, even though I probably will.
Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior. But I must admit, I have grown rather fond of you.
Oh.
As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain.
Apparently.
What in the void-blasted hell is that?
What was that?
Black holes. Did you see that?
Obviously. Whose ship was that? The big ball of fire? No, I totally missed it.
Looked like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I'd guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there?
Well, someone explain to me what's going on. Oh, it's a reunion group hug. I really should have just killed all of you. Probably would have been easier.
Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more.
Oh, jeez.
Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons.
Oh, no.
Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
You're acting like children, kind of, but surely we can talk this over, because I want to chat a lot with these two, because they're kind of amusing.
Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Okay. Radio Free Monarch is updated. We jumpstart the tower, speak to Phineas. But it sounds like I have another new quest to go in Canid's Cradle. So a UDL gunship has crashed on Monarch, and both MSI and the Iconoclast desperately want it. So see where the ship lands. They could still stick the landing. 0 of 10 from the Monarch judge. That's great. Retrieve the gunship's targeting module. Okay, but I also need to do Mandibles of Doom. That's where he ran into a trap traveler in the Mantiqueen lair, helping him may prove it to be of some worth. This is where I met the 3C or the C3 group of people, Berthold at the camp, which is right around the corner-ish, and then the ship looks like it crashed over here somewhere, maybe. And I also need to go into my bags. Lots to do. Because I'm at 341 of 370. Yeah, we definitely need to empty my bags. So where is the way down? There was a ladder over here. Hang on. Oh, that's where I came at. Duh. That's where I came out of. Is there anything over here of interest? I still need to go see where that other door went to. Let me see where that went to real quick. Okay, here's where the other door went to. Someplace that seems oddly familiar because I've looted it, so I must have been here before. Perhaps it was locked? Yeah, I jumped down there. Hi, hello. Joy.
Only good marauder is a dead or dying one. Slick work in there.
Thanks.
All's quiet again. Thanks for the easy payday, stranger.
Well, I
C3 ought to hire you.
Or you could just, give me the money that for the job that I did for you. Look at all the things I missed. Okay, let's head over to this camp over here, and then we'll head back to Fallbrook. Magic Queen Swarms, of course. Where is this camp? Was this like the alternate way to get there or something? Huh. C3 Barracks. Okay, and you are Berthold, the guy from the cave. Hello.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer.
Hi.
Glad you made it in one piece. After all, not everyone's so lucky. Meet my corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like.
Okay.
Then we call it even between us.
So why are you guys guarding this station? Kind of odd for a group of mercs to label themselves as a corporate entity. Seems I've done your job for you. The station's clear. Well, let's start with the first one.
We were hired to do so. Why else? You did get the memo that we're mercenaries? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker and prefers the glow of a terminal to flesh and blood interaction. But I can't fault his work ethic. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns, including but not limited to marauders, iconoclasts, and agents operating for the MSI.
Oh, okay. Kind of odd for a group to label themselves a corporate entity, yeah.
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure history has ever shown us. Plus, corporations got certain rights not entailed to individuals. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance handles the human capital. And Donald is our charming public face. Our system works. We've racked up more confirmed kills than any other crew you can hire.
Can't imagine the competition.
The best is the best, lady. That's all there is to it.
I mean, she's kind of right. Like, I feel like we do better than them. So, yeah, I kind of did your job for you.
Wow, that was a bit presumptuous, don't you think? We were still debating as to whether we're contractually obligated to take out those marauders. And here, you've undercut us.
Oh, no.
We have an image to uphold. Our services are deservedly expensive. Now, I shall have to pay you so that future clients continue to recognize the value of our work. We'll just say you were a subcontractor. Yes, that'll do. We exercised our finest judgment in hiring you, you know?
He gave me 3 bits. Did you see that? 3 bits. What a jerk. I'm taking all the stuff that I can take. Be happy I don't shoot you. Hello, Donald.
I owe you for bringing the boss man back to us.
That is a serious mustache with those glasses. I kind of like it. And then Addie.
Thank the architect! Berthold's back!
And Lance.
Got a problem? Maybe I can help.
No, you guys are not very mercenary-like. You're not at all intimidating. You're not at all scary or anything like that. Oh, there's a workbench here. Sweet. I need to upgrade my weapon. Be nice if I could, I don't know, sell things here too. 15,000 bits. Oh, God, that's expensive. It's so expensive now. But I can only do it once per level, so I just have to earn lots of bits every level. Revolver, more bits. We're just gonna take everything. Whoa. And all that. Hopefully I'm not gonna... Cap build style B. That's something unique, right? Maybe. Huh. Okay. Nope, I like my moon mask. I really do. Do you guys want one? I can get you one if you want. Okay, well, let me see. I just completed... Oh, I can't even remember what the name of that quest was. Mandibles of Doom, that was the name of the quest. So Berthold safely made it out of the caves, and we followed up with him for our rewards. So the next quest we're going to need to do is Canid's Cradle, and that is over yonder. So I am going to fast travel to Cascadia. I feel like there is some vending machines over here, and then we'll head out over to the downed ship, and I'll meet you as I get closer. All right, well, we are getting fairly close to the downed ship. I did empty my bags quite a bit, not as much as I wanted. I probably should have stopped at the Unreliable and dropped off a bunch of weapons and such, but I didn't really want to, so I didn't. But we're, like I said, pretty close to the ship. There it is. Okay. Now, how are we gonna get up in it? Well, I've already killed all of the manta queens and whatnot that were over here. Fast travel location discovered. Gunship crash site. Interesting. Okay. Oh,
You go on ahead, Captain. I'm not keen on ships, even when they're in the best of shape.
Me too. You know corpses shit themselves, right? Enjoy the smell.
Thanks, Ellie. Thanks both of you. You're very helpful. So, they all died, fortunately. Let's see what the terminal has to say. Ship ID Cantankerous Canid. Error, Captain Matsu's captain's key is active, but his life signs are no longer detected on the bridge. Logging flight hours while not present for duty is a violation of UDL policy. Eject Captain's Matsu's command key. Locate targeting modules. Let's view the logs first. Unable to access central log storage. Only the most recent entries in the Captain Matsu's logs are available. So November 12th, 2354. CE saying something about spare regulator bypass something. Chikusu, I'm turning this thing towards the groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. I just hope this old bird can handle one last trip. Oh, so where are they leaving? December 31st. Was it the same year? 2354, okay. How in this long-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts? My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. I wonder if corporate just doesn't exist anymore, you know? So Captain's log, January 3rd, 2355. Another day, another trip on Terra 1, and we can't shoot him down. Oh, another ship, not trip, dummy. That makes I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup? Is this the only ship? I wonder? Let's listen to the Mayday message.
Hello, my name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Oh gosh, that's awful. Let's run some diagnostics. So, main terminal's offline, bridge controls offline, engines technically functional. Hull integrity, don't ask. This Mk4 gunship's operational parameters have exceeded acceptable damage ranges. The cost of any repairs necessary on your nearest UDL repair facility will be averaged amongst the crew. Locate targeting module. Targeting modules are located in primary routing. Access requires Captain Matsu's command key. Warning, the integration module is responsible for controlling access to the ship's primary functions. Removing it will void your manufacturer's warranty, and despite removing it, the ship remains UDL property. Unauthorized access by parties not covered by UDL policy is a felony. Well, I'm apparently a felon, it's fine. Okay, so we need to continue looking for things. Corporate technician and trooper. Are you guys just staying out there because it's way too complicated for you to navigate without getting stuck somewhere, I bet? Oof. I guess we use that one too. Pick up Cantanker's Canid targeting module. Okay. Optional, give the module to Sanjar, give the module to Graham. I don't want to give the module to Graham. He's a crazy person. I still want to see if I can make nice of both of them, and I still need to go back and check with what's her name? Zora. So maybe we can do that and see what happens. But we're going to do a pretty hard save before I leave. Commander. Where's the engineer? I didn't find her body at all. Oh well. So let me save. And now let's head back to where Zora's at, which is Amber. Nope, that's Fallbrook. There's Amber Heights. Let's try there first. Oh, put the gun down. And we gotta find the medical bay, which is here. Where is Zora? Oh dear. There she is.
Captain, we should chat.
Yes, we should.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
I'm with you there. But yeah, would you run it in his stead?
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already.
Isn't this going against philosophism way? Oh darn, I can't use that. The Iconoclast may take your orders, but most of them believe in him and his teachings. And what's next? What'll you do when you're in charge?
Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony.
Yeah, let's try number 2. The Iconoclast may take your orders, but most of them believe in his teachings. Let's see what she says to that.
Sometimes you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong. Even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around.
Okay, fair enough, I guess. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
Yes, let's go talk to him.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora.
Yep.
Time to save Monarch.
Mm-hmm. Let's save. Do a quick save.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
Sorry, Graham, but Zora's taken over. Let's just go with it.
What? Zora?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Obviously. I do. She's the best. She's got the best interests of the Iconoclast at heart. You're about to take over a planet. You can't handle that responsibility. You can't. Now, I like her better, to be honest.
I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Yeah. Death's on your hands. No amount of meditating will clean them. You ran. You needed a clear conscience, so you ran. You don't seek enlightenment. You just feel guilty. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one.
Guilty? I didn't mean for them to die. I'm not a monster. Of course I feel fucking guilty. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
Okay. Let's get this over with. Not much of a choice here, Zora. I'm pretty sure it is necessary. Him and his ego, and like, oh, I didn't mean for them to die. You sent marauders. You sent like marauders or like, bad people in there. What did you think was gonna happen, you moron?
Yeah, I had hoped. Please, don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Incoming!
That's how we fucking do it.
Oh, we're not giving it to Graham now, apparently. Oh, we can give the module to Zora. It's alright, Zora. You will do better. Ward reputation increased. Okay, let's save again.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Yeah. Hold on, I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces. Oh, here we go.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Sanjar has corporate resources you use to spread the message. What was it you said? Sometimes the best option is the most painful one? Let's Inspiration 55. That sounds nice. Let's try that one.
That's not exactly it, but you've got a point. We've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right, if he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Great. I know it's a long shot, but I'll try. Great. I like this option. Convince MSI and the Iconoclast to negotiate. Yeah, I think they should both take control of their planet together. I still feel like Sanjar's a little delusional when it comes to the board, but you never know. It could happen, right? So let's see. Let's go talk to Sanjar and Stellar Bay. I feel like some of the Iconoclasts might like to be back here where it's a little bit safer, you know? Sanjar.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful Monarch.
I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet? I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Well, could you agree to a truce with the Iconoclasts? Why do you need the targeting module? And according to the ship's logs, they suffered some kind of malfunction. Well, let's start there.
That's surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. After all, they have first access to any fresh parts or components.
So everyone gets careless? No, not when you're on a ship in space, I don't think. Maybe it's slim pickings for them too, perhaps. Or perhaps there's something deeper going on. Ooh.
A conspiracy? You've spent too much time around Graham.
No. That's just how my brain is broken. So why do you need the targeting module?
Well, because the module controls the weapons systems.
I mean, why do you need the gunship's weapons systems? Seems like your people should be able to handle this. What's so bad about the Iconoclast reaching the gunships? Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. Let's start with the first one.
Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again.
Fair enough.
Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. Just don't ask me to lug a bunch of cannons from that ship too. I don't see how UDL is going to let you keep their toys. Well, they're going to have to come get their toys first, and if they're already mounted on the walls, they'd have to get through their toys. So it sounds like a good idea.
The point is, this weapon system would be a powerful advantage, and we can't risk the Iconoclast getting it.
Well, what's so bad about the Iconoclast reaching the gunship?
Can you imagine what those maniacs would do with weapons like that? They'd wreak havoc.
Kind of.
Or they go and get themselves killed. Then they're not your problem anymore.
Yeah.
The board would consider us complicit in any of their folly. That would only get us ousted again.
And roll back all the progress we've made at reconciling with the rest of Halcyon.
I just don't see you guys reconciling with him, especially not after what the broker said. Yeah, maybe things need a shakeup.
This would be more than a shakeup. Even if they merely sat on the scraps, the threat of a bunch of anarchists holding a gunship would bring the full wrath of the board down on Monarch. We can't afford that.
Okay.
I'm skeptical they'd care enough to wipe us out, but if they did, we wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, you see our quandary then.
Yes. So, yeah, I don't see how UDL is going to let you keep their toys, since apparently I can ask all of them.
The board's own Salvage and Recovery Clause 32B would say differently.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't ask me to lug all the cannons, too.
Don't worry. We'll send an engineering team for those later. We'll have to disconnect them from the rest of the ship.
Of course, they'll be useless without that targeting module, which is why it's critical that you retrieve it.
Okay. So, says the guy sending me to go get it. Did I miss my opportunity?
Well, surely you don't mean that. I thought we were in this together, like a team. I'm the dashing mastermind with a head for numbers, and you're my roguish sidekick who always gets the job done. And you're just a little bit smitten with me, but won't admit it.
No. Anyway, that's definitely not what's going on here.
The point is, this weapon system would be a powerful advantage.
Yes, you already said that. Okay, enough about the gunship.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
Okay, so could you agree to a truce with the iconoclast? I want to ask this question, but we're pretty much at time for it today, and I don't want to have to make an awkward cut mid-conversation with Sanjar, and then it's just all sorts of awkward. So on Tuesday, we'll pick back up here, see if we can finish making nicey-nicey between MSI and the iconoclast, and I guess go from there, because I'm not sure what I should do next. But maybe we'll actually get to leave Monarch like 4 weeks after I thought I would. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Tuesday with another new Outer Worlds video.